Hey you guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going through some empties because I gotta make room. So I have a ton of empties, and I know everybody does these a little bit different. Some people do just empties, some people do like everything that they've been working on, some people do empties and unempties. So I just do everything that I've melted, whether they're empty or not. I will say that I have not pulled a new melting basket because my intention is to finish almost everything in my melting basket before I pull another one. So I will show you what I've gotten through. I will go through Scentsy first, and then if you are just here for the Scentsy, you can click off. And if you want to hear about vendor wax, stick around and I will tell you what I've gotten through. So let's see. The first thing that I've gotten through is a brick. So for those that don't know, this is a regular Scentsy bar. This is a Scentsy brick. So it is a lot of wax, and it is an amazing accomplishment when you get through it. So it's worth celebrating. My goal every month is to either get through a loaf or a brick, just to kind of keep myself honest about how much like large amounts of wax I'm purchasing. So if I'm going to be buying you know, a brick or some loaves, I think it's really important that I kind of make my way through the large quantities of things too, because sometimes you can get into that like hoarding mentality of like, I can't use it up. Or it can be really overwhelming to chop or whatever, and so you don't use it. So my accomplishment for June is I finished the Arctic Kiss brick. Now, Arctic Kiss, we're getting our new catalog on July 1st, and I'm gonna bet money that this is in it. So Arctic Kiss is kind of a, it was like the December scent of the month. So it kind of is like a fresh air kind of quality, almost minty, but not really true like peppermint, spearmint, wintergreen, but kind of a little bit minty, kind of snowy, if that makes sense. And like a little bit sweet and a little bit perfumey. So it's a pretty decent performer. It's a nice scent. So I got through that. I got through one bar of toasted marshmallow. I love this. This is my Scentsy Club. I will never not melt this. This is so good. It is marshmallow, so kind of that vanilla based scent, but it also has like a really good char smoke note on it. So good, super strong, great mixer. I highly recommend if you can ever pick it up to pick it up. I'm trying to get through testings of my Bring Back My Bar. So I did 1 cube of Watermelon Patch. And this smells like Watermelon Jolly Rancher. And it does almost have like a very crystallized, like sugary scent to it. Very artificial, like not authentic, but very like summery. I think that this would mix well with a lot of things. It is just like a very like Watermelon Jolly Rancher kind of scent. So I will be putting everything back that I have not finished, because like I said, I'm intending to finish my basket before I pull another one, because I rearranged all my wax stash, and I'm gonna try and do some like kind of vendor baskets and that sort of thing. I did 1 cube of Love Story, and Love Story is a good scent. It's like kind of I don't know how this was on here. It's like kind of a fruity, yeah, like pretty fruity. It does have kind of a citrusy note also, and a little bit like girly smelling, like almost perfumey, but not too perfumey. Like mostly for me, kind of a citrusy berry scent. So it's good. I know lots of people really love that one. This is from my last Bring Back My Bar. I finished Plum and White Woods. So when I first got it, like I wasn't super impressed. Like lots of people talk about it, but I was like, So I didn't add it to my club or anything. But then it's like kind of had some time to cure. And I don't usually cure Scentsy wax on purpose. It's just that I have a lot, so I kind of get through some and don't get through others. But this just, I didn't finish it, so I had some. And it's much better after a little bit of time. The plum note is a floral plum. And I know that that sounds weird, but there just is a note in it that's like a florally plum to me. And then the woods is like a white wood. I mean, I guess it says that, right? But like maybe birch. It's really nice. I put it in my kids' room, and it was really super good. So I would definitely repurchase this. And if you have this and you didn't get good performance the first time around, I would stick it back in because you'd be surprised. Like I really was, at least. I finished off Rise and Sunshine. I actually did Oodles of Orange and Rise and Sunshine. So these are both orange scents. Rise and Sunshine kind of has a kind of like anise kind of clove scent. So it's like it's kind of like more like mulled spices. So like I imagine kind of if you had a big pot of like simmering cidery stuff and you threw some oranges into it, it kind of smells like that. When I had it, when I first got it, it was scent of the month. I really liked it, but my nose kind of turned on it because it just can be a little bit too sweet smelling to me, like almost like too, like almost sickeningly sweet to me. So I would repurchase it, I think, and give it another shot, but my nose needs to be away from it for a little while. And I did it with Oodles of Orange, which is in the current Bring Back My Bar. I know most people say that this smells to them just like authentic orange. To me, it actually smells like it's got a little bit of bitterness in the orange. And there's no real juiciness to it. So it's almost like the rind of the orange, or like an orange that is like a little bit older, you know, that doesn't have as much like squeezy sweetness to it. It's a great performer. I mean, you can smell it. It doesn't smell super sweet. So if you're looking for like a more like true orange scent, it's closer to me than this, than Rise and Sunshine, because it doesn't have all of those like additional spice notes. But yeah. So I did a full bar of French Kiss. This is Brown Sugar and Fig from Bath and Body Works, dupe for sure. I put it in my club. When I smelled it on cold, I was like, but I put it in my bedroom and I was like, love. So I got a couple more bars. I did put it in my club. It's not a super strong performer, and I need to be picky about what's in my club about like performance wise. So it's probably not a forever scent in my club, but I do want to get enough bars to like feel like I have some. It smells great. I did half of a bar of Palo Santo, and if you guys watch my channel, you know I love Palo Santo. This is not the Palo Santo I know. So Lisa Roberry says that it smells to her like black pepper, and I kind of understand what she's saying about it. What it smells like to me is the inside of like a cedar chest. Like it smells like it's trying really hard to be like wood, and it is. But Palo Santo to me and most blends is like a little bit smoky, like a little bit perfumey. Like it's very complex and deep, and depending on what it's mixed with can smell like different things. This is just kind of straight wood and kind of wet wood to me. And it's not bad, but it's just not enough of something. Like you could mix this with a ton of stuff, I think, and it would be good. If you like kind of wood scents, but this is like just kind of straight wood. There's no smoke, there's no perfumey quality, there's no kind of almost sweet marshmallowy kind of like marshmallow fireside quality that sometimes Palo Santo can bring. This is just kind of straight wood. So it's a medium performer. You would expect it to be strong when you smell it in the clam, but it's a medium performer and it doesn't last as long as most woods do. So I did a beach from last Bring Back My Bar. This is going right now. My kids really, really like this. It is like coconut milk and like tropical fruits. It's pretty good. My daughter really, really likes this scent. And when I finally took it out of my club, she was like a little bit bummed. I took it out because I think it'll come back around. Like, people really love beach, and it, you know, there are some like tropical scents that people really love that I don't get. Like, I don't understand why people love sun-kissed citrus, because it just kind of is like a scent for me. This I understand why people like. It is different enough and special enough and room filling that I can understand why people gravitate to that. This is 2 of the North Calls from the Frozen 2 collection. I love everything about the Frozen 2 collection. I wish it would someday come back because I really do love it. So this one, it's kind of hard to smell in the Clam now. It's mostly like fresh air quality. It kind of actually is a little soapy, kind of a little clean smelling, but it was a super great performer. All of the ones from Frozen 2, I know I say that a lot of the licensed bars, I'm not super impressed with performance. Frozen 2 is a huge exception. If you could get this collection or any of the bars, I highly recommend. Summer Solei, I finished a little bit of it. I like this one. So the notes are like marshmallow and pineapple or something like that, but it smells like a great perfume to me. It smells like a really pretty, girly body spray perfume. It's gorgeous. I'd never smelled it before this Bring Back My Bar, but I will definitely repurchase this. I did put it in my club. It goes along with kind of that French kiss vibe. Like, I probably don't need it in there forever because it's not super strong. It's stronger to me than French kiss. It does not hold up well in my open concept, but it does still smell enough for me to use it in my open concept. I finished Watermelon Mint, and this is more authentic-y watermelon sometimes, and then sometimes it kind of smells like watermelon gum because it has that like mint in it, but I prefer this to Watermelon Patch. As watermelon scents go, I'm not like a super huge fan of them, but of all of the watermelon-y scents that I've ever smelled from Scentsy or many vendors, this is probably my favorite because that mint note is like a garden mint without it being too green. So it's pretty good. I kind of prefer this one out of all of them, and the performance is really good. I did Lucky in Love, which is a dupe for Love Spell. I've never smelled Love Spell except for in other waxes. This is really nice. It's a really pretty scent. It's not particularly like different or, you know, unusual or special, but for what it is, it smells really nice. It's you know, like it's like a perfume scent with like a little bit of fruit in it. Pretty good. I finished My Wish. My Wish was really good. Like the scent itself is a little bit weird. Like I think it's like fig and marshmallow or something like that. But it like lasts forever. Like you can smell it forever. I only took it out because I was ready for some other wax, really. And the color of the wax is like a purple, but the pool of the wax is so pretty. This is a really good one. I would recommend trying this if you haven't tried it. When I say these other ones are kind of like nothing special, this is actually pretty special. This is different and yeah, unusual. I would recommend trying this one out. So I did Kahika Hula. So when you smell it on cold, you think it's gonna be like super fruity. Actually, like in your room, didn't to me. I mean, it smelled fruity, but it wasn't like sweet fruity. It was kind of weird. It smelled mostly to me on warm, like kind of creamy citrus, but like not sweet. I don't know. I don't know if anybody, tell me if you've had that experience with this one. So on cold, I was like, gosh, I can barely even smell it, but it smells fruity and sweet. but it's like, it reads in my room not super sweet, and a lot stronger than in the Clam. But anyways, so it was okay. One of my fave OG scents, sheer leather. This is another one, like, this will last forever. Like, I only take it out when I just want to change my wax. I put this in my bedroom, and it's sexy. It is manly and, like, cologne-y. And I get what they're saying when they say leather, but I really don't get leather like a men's, you know, like, leather store. It doesn't smell like that to me. It smells cologne-y. It's very, very nice. The scent of the month, this month is Appealing Apple. And so lots of people say that it's like basically Johnny Appleseed. When I smell Johnny Appleseed, I do get a pear note. I know most people just get an apple note. I get a red apple note with a pear. So this has apple and pear, but then it has sweet pea. And I have a scent memory of sweet pea that is just like it's just not my jam. Like, I wore sweet pea perfume when I had this like really terrible breakup when I was really young. And now, like, every time I smell it, it just is like, no, it just, I don't know. It doesn't make me sad or anything, because like, I'm happily married and like that was a long time ago, but it just like isn't my jam. And so I get sweet pea in this, and so I prefer Johnny Appleseed. However, this is a really pretty scent. I would say Johnny Appleseed performs much better though. So if you're looking for an apple scent, you could try this, because it's a lovely scent, and the sweet pea makes it different enough that I don't think it just is like Johnny Appleseed. But I prefer the performance and the smell of Johnny Appleseed. So that's all my Scentsy. So if you're done with me because you don't want to hear about vendor wax, I'll see you later. For those of you that want to hear about vendor wax, I will go through my stuff. So I put this in today, which is Spin Cycle. This is L3, Spin Cycle, Snuggle, and Beach Nights. Y'all, this is really nice. I don't typically, like Beach Nights to me is just whatever. Like, I know that there was a time when everybody was like, oh, that's the thing, you know? But I really love a laundry blend that has something kind of special in it. Please hold. Sorry, I'm on call. And, you know, the life of a case worker person. Anyway, so I was saying Beach Nights to me is good. But I love it in this blend. It gives it just like, it makes it everything. I love a laundry scent, but sometimes it's kind of one note, just like Snuggle or just, you know, Apple Mango Tango or whatever. But this one is Snuggle with that like kind of creaminess and toastiness of the Beach Nights. Super good. Super, super good. So I love this. Love. L3, let's see. I finished Ants Jam Filled Jelly Rolls. And that is strawberry jam, whipped cream, cheese, powdered sugar, and vanilla pound cake. And the only reason I was willing to finish this is because I have a loaf in there. This is everything. If you have not tried this, for real, just try it. Like, the jam is that kind of bright jam that's like, not, it's sugary because it's got all that other sugar stuff, but the jam itself is like almost tart. And then it's got all of those bakery notes. Oh, it is so good. Even my husband likes it, and he is not a wax guy. But this one is so, so super good. Great performer. Lovely scent. I can't say enough about this one. Like, this, you know, sometimes you buy loaves, especially with L3, it's like super easy to buy loaves, right? But, you know, just like based on some of the notes that you think would be good. I bought this because I was like, this is an amazing scent. I need it in a loaf. Not like, that sounded good, like a good mix of things that I like, and so I'm going to get it and try it out. This is actually like, this scent is worth a loaf. Just throwing it out there. And then I started on my next month's project, which, like I told you, is either going to be a loaf or a brick. So it's this one, which is fresh out of the oven, and that's fresh baked bread, sliced pears, brown sugar, and butter. So this is one of those, like, it's L3 that is different than this, right? I got this because the notes sounded good. I'd never smelled it before. And it's not that I don't like it, but I don't need a loaf in it. I don't love L3 pear. Sometimes if it's blended well, like I have it in this other thing, this sugared apple white cake pear, and I actually like it a lot in that one. But this one, it doesn't read like true authentic pear. It's very candied pear, and it's very artificial smelling. And when you have it with like the bread note, which is really authentic, it just doesn't smell right. It doesn't smell, I don't know. So I really do like L3's bread notes. I love a bread. Like I like yeasty. It is very yeasty, very buttery. It says that it has butter and you can smell the butter and you can smell the brown sugar. This smells really good. So don't get me wrong. Like I really like this, but I don't need this much. Like this is going to take me all month to get through because like I don't reach for it and go like, oh my God, like the way that I like reach for this, I don't reach for this. And so this is going to take me some time. If I bought it again, I would buy it in much smaller quantities for like a one night melt kind of deal and not like a, let's get through this loaf melt. So, and then I do have a bunch of samples I'll talk about at the end, which include some L3. I got through some Shy Violet, which is from Rainbow Melts, and that's frosted cake, marshmallow, and a hint of sweet violet. And I don't really like this one. I don't know why that is. Like, I like her cake a lot. I like her marshmallow a lot. I haven't had her violets in a lot of things, but just mixed together, it's too sweet with not enough other stuff, and it doesn't read enough bakery for me to be like, oh, it's just like bakery heaven. So, I mean, this would not be a repurchase for me, but of course, like all Rainbow Melts, it's like a boomer. It smells super like strong everywhere. It lasts a long time. It's just not a scent that I had smelled before, and I tried it and I don't love it. So that's this. I did Smimo, absolutely fabulous coffee cake. So this smells really good. I like her coffee a lot because it does not have that burnt note, and some coffees that have that burnt note, if they don't have any cream in them, I'm like, ugh. But this one is creamy and a really good coffee note. I would say my only complaint is that it didn't last very long. I would say I got 4 hours, maybe 5. And like I want longer performance when it comes to wax. Like I don't mind if it's especially vendor wax. Like I don't mind it being like a one night melt kind of thing. But 4 hours is just not enough time. And like that wax is from 4.9, so of this year. So that's not like good enough for my thoughts. Okay, anyway, I have been melting like at my my office some samples, and so I'll just kind of go through them quick. Pumpkin pecan waffles from L3. She has the best pumpkin pecan waffles. If you don't like pumpkin pecan waffles, but you haven't tried hers, I would, because it's different than a lot of vendors. It's the best in my opinion. It's like creamy and bakery and not super pumpkin-y, but still pretty spicy. I really like it. I would buy pumpkin pecan waffles in just a loaf because I like it that much. I did Olive Branch from Rose Girls, and this is, I believe, a Lush dupe. It was all right. I mean, nothing special. I did Skittles Lemonade from Bathing Gardens. Super good. Whatever Bathing Gardens people do with their lemonade, love. Love all their lemonade, everything. Big Top lemonade, this lemonade, I loved it. It was super strong, super bright, different enough that I would get this and Big Top lemonade, and I would get this in larger quantities. Loved. I did Ava's Country Cupboard Carnival Treats, and this was like a kind of creamy, like, I don't know that it has funnel cake, but it has like cotton candy and marshmallow and stuff. It was really good. I got lots of compliments, so it was good. I did Jim's Daughter, But First Coffee. I really like. I like this coffee. It doesn't have any other sweetness or anything like that. It's just coffee. Very nice. Clean Cut from Rainbow Melts, which is shaving cream, vanilla sandalwood, salty air, and creamy musk. Super good. Super strong. I like her shaving cream, would recommend. I did Fancy Nancy from Pharmacist Daughter. This was really like fruity and strong. In this package, I can't smell it anymore, but it was good. I did Ava's Country Cupboard lavender ice cream. I couldn't really smell super strong lavender. If there was lavender, it was sweet lavender. The ice cream was okay. I wouldn't repurchase this. It wasn't strong enough for me. I did Crush from Pharmacist Daughter. Pretty good. If I was going to pick between the two that I melted, I liked Fancy Nancy better. Crush is very similar in that it's like kind of fruity. Just okay. I did Banana Palm Leaf. I put this in my office when I knew I was going to be like kind of in and out of my office because I don't like banana, and I actually really enjoyed it. It has a green note in it that makes it tolerable for me. I'm not a big banana person, you guys know, but I might actually repurchase this in a small size to give it a little bit more try because I was actually pleasantly surprised with the green note made it tolerable for me. I did from the Advent Calendar Christmas Day was Cookies for the Grinch, Eggnog, Whipped Cream, Zucchini Bread, super strong, like any Super Tarts. Still super strong. I don't love zucchini bread. It just has a weird note to me. So this would not be a repurchase, but it was super strong. This right here, Monster Jam Zucchini Bread. I just told you I don't like zucchini bread, and I just bought a loaf of this, and it is heaven. I don't know. So the Monster Jam is like blackberries, cherries, strawberries, I don't know, a bunch of berries and zucchini bread. And I'm like not about cherry and I'm not about zucchini bread. Whatever like magic spell is put on this is the bomb. I loved it. Like I requested a loaf, she poured it. I told myself I was not buying anything from the ready to ship. But when she poured this, I bought one loaf. That is all. Nothing else. Just that. And I'm so excited to get it because I really, really loved the sample. And so that's a word for any vendors is I bought a loaf from this little bitty sample because that's how much I liked it. I would actually buy more of something that I would never, ever buy on a site simply because I got a sample of it, that banana leaf. So this is actually going to be put in my like I can't live without pile. And for those that don't know what's in my can't live without pile, I only have like a few things. So I have strawberry kiwi fizzy pop from Rainbow Melts. I have Camp Crystal Lake from L3. I have Carnival Coffee from Rainbow Melts. Day 2 from Super Tarts. I have now Monster Jam Zucchini Bread and Ants jam filled jelly rolls. So, you know, I will just caution you guys that sometimes, you know, you think that you need to hoard things and keep things and that you love it so much, but when you get through it, you're like, is it one that I have to have always, forever and ever, amen? And sometimes it's, you know, it's just, it's good, but you don't have to have it forever. I only have, you know, 7 or 8 things in my, I would totally repurchase every time it's ever available. And so that's those things. So anyhow, thanks for watching. This was a super long video, but I appreciate you guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.